Later on, years and years later, this guy shows up again. And it's one of the divers, not Seal. Years and years later, Lara discovered that Amanda wasn't dead. Instead, she had escaped the rubble, and somehow drowning. I can get the escaping from rubble because she untied her shoe, which was really what was stuck, seemingly. She was stuck by her foot. But how she got out without drowning, that isn't really explained. But seemingly, I've said it more than enough now. Amanda had gained control over the demon, because what she thought was a key, some sort of key to a door to escape, was actually some sort of seal on the demon. So through the years, she managed to learn to release and control the demon. Well, not really control it, just how to release it, like setting loose a dog, which she used against Lara. Spiteful for being left alone or abandoned. At the end of Tomb Raider Legend, it's fine. My throat's acting up a bit. At the end of Tomb Raider Legend, Amanda merged with the demon in anger over Lara, accidentally killing her Flash boyfriend James Rutland, son of a senator. But other than that, and a pain in the ass, a minor villain. More in it for the fun than anything else. Yeah, that pissed her off enough to meld or merge with the demon, and she and the demon were the final boss, which Lara fought off with the legendary sword Excalibur. Now, right after she defeated Amanda and not only purged her of the demon, but also just outright destroyed the demon. Or no, she didn't destroy it. Sorry, I got that part wrong. Lara interrogated Amanda as to what she knew about what she knew, almost killing her, almost executing her, as you saw in the previously at the very beginning of the first video. I doubt this is still in the first video, probably the third or so. Yeah, but Lara spared Amanda's life. Why exactly, I don't know, and I never noticed this. I think maybe for the sake of their old friendship. But Amanda didn't take it that well, because now she's back again. Probably because Lara almost deafened her by by firing her guns point blank right next to her ears. So she's probably hard of hearing now. And from what I guess, she also took over Rutland's finances, or at least all of his cash. You'll see in a minute. This ship doesn't belong to Rutland, neither does it do to anyone else. From as far as we get to know, it belongs to Amanda. And now it's talking about adrenaline in the combat, because now we're getting really into it. Yeah, Amanda doesn't have some new boyfriend, rich boyfriend. I really just think she took all of Rutland's cash. And in comparison, Rutland seems conservative as what he pulled out for his chase across the globe. Because he only hired mercs, not a freaking tanker. Be careful, I especially need to be careful because I have practically no health. Oh, there's a guy coming around the corner here. So better retreat a bit. Oh. What the hell? Was that a grenade? I didn't know that these guys have grenades. Okay, Lara's pistols aren't the most powerful weapons, but they are her most reliable. What the heck? Wall hack! Wall hack! Some asshole shot me through the straight through the containers. Oh, and I overlooked this. These are the med kits for the ship. At least now I have full health and a med kit. If the cursor, well, if the target around an enemy is red, that means they're in range. If it's grey, out of range, and you're probably not going to hit them. You can keep the fire button pressed down because, well, Lara doesn't fire all that fast with her pistols. Unlike in other games where they were practically, they were fired really fast. And the indirection button is also a melee attack in combat, so. Now it's useful. You can stun enemies for a moment, allowing you to put more bullets into them without them being able to put more bullets into you. Okay. We need to get up on these crates because that's how we get here. Oh, and one thing about special weapons. You won't find ammo for it. If you run out of ammo with it, you're out of ammo with it. And caps lock is also how to throw sticky grenades. Useful for taking out single enemies, or if they're in a group and dumb enough to stick together, a bunch. I've seen them duck towards friends once. And that was really stupid on their part. Now this next part, before I go there, I'm going the other way because there are a couple of guys over here that would join the battle. Oh, medkit. If I went over there, well. So I'm just getting rid of these two without the interference of the others. The grenades, as you can see in the upper left corner, are limited though. So be careful with them. And as you could see there, Lara can target 2 enemies at a time, or 2 targets at a time, with her pistols. Which is pretty cool, but not very useful, since it divides up the time it takes to kill an enemy, and that's going to kill his buddy, giving both targets more time to kill Lara. So I think it would be best to just concentrate fire on one guy instead of 2. Concentrated fire over spraying all over the place, spraying bullets all over the place. Okay, that guy did a split before he died, or as he died. And they are being pretty generous with these medkits on board. I don't believe later levels will be as generous though. So be careful with them. And use them only when you're really hurt, not when you only have a scratch. Now I'm getting rid of this guy. Come on. There we go. I'll use the harpoon on land. And it still makes those strange bounces, strange flight. It just goes strange. It works similar to a shotgun, only not as powerful and, well, I think even slower. And the grenade. Oh, that was the PDA. Yeah, the spear gun not that useful. I'd say you'd be better off taking other weapons with you. Because there are other weapons than the spear gun, of course, that you can take with you. Oh, and I believe there is a guy hiding behind those boxes. Oh, yes. And they will melee you as well. There we go. It's him taken care of. Oh, another med kit. No need for me to die on this level, at least not from combat. Oh. Catch! And the other guy died as well. That's gotta hurt. Okay. And that's why I like Seal. Being awesome one moment and a complete idiot the next. Awesome because, well, he drove Lara Croft away on his own. Okay, he got the drop on her, but still, he managed to drive Lara away.
Damn, it's too small. Only Lara can use it now. Until I kill her. Even that won't unbind the artifact. We're taking on water. Damn it! We'll pick this up again later. I'm very pleased to see you again, Lara. This specimen jar offers little in the way of amusement, so I've grown fond of watching Amanda suffer the effects of sharing your interests.
Jacqueline Napa, you just don't know when to die.
A trait we have in common.
It was you who told Amanda about Avalon.
Our time is short, so choose your questions carefully.
What do you know about my mother?
The dais you and she found in Nepal, it's part of a travel network, so to speak. It took your mother to Avalon.
My father thought Avalon was below, but that's Niflheim. What's the Norse connection?
Ah, Richard found the wrong Norse underworld. Your mother didn't go to Niflheim. She went to Helheim.
Where is it?
I will tell you where it is, one day. But when that day comes, you'll need Thor's hammer to get inside. Perhaps you'll have better luck finding it than your father did.
What do you mean?
Your answer is on the west coast of Thailand. Send it parallel.
And yes, Jacqueline Nata, former queen of Atlantis and pain in the ass as well, is still alive and the ship is sinking. Netla is pretty damn durable because last time we saw her, she not only got burned but also crushed. So she's one tough son of, well, she's one tough bitch. And because the ship is sinking, it's not staying flat like it's supposed to. Instead, everything is going everywhere. But that's one thing I like about this level. Well, in the moment there, which you don't really even need to jump or anything. It turns the level upside down and still makes it a level. And that's what I like about this level, or this part of this level. But one thing that I don't really get is why this ship needs so many valves hidden under the plating. Now, I know it needs sand. I know it needs. Whoa, that was. What the heck was that, and where did it come from? I know a ship needs piping for some things, but not this much. Especially not this much valves. But I'm no ship engineer, so I could be completely wrong. Okay. Yeah, there's way too much valves for my liking. Okay. Come on, need to jump around a bit here. And be careful here, because one time Lara just fell off. This game has more... whoa, that was close. Okay, so don't jump forward on these things.